time we got. Go ahead and get into a rhythm here. Start off, literally this is what we're going to do to warm up. You're just going to come up with your own bread and butter combo. Think like 4 to 5 strikes. Make sure you can have one of them as a kick or something. And then an entrance to the takedown. Just 1 and 1 back and forth. It literally, don't even finish the takedown. I just look at it. Literally do something like this. I'm moving. I can move as much as I want. I can like fall, feint, touch. But then when I come in, it's going to look like that. And then keep going. Right? So you're just going to move, work his entry, jab, move, jab, move. So we start a combo. And then shoot in. It's not even finishing. It's just getting in. Okay? These are like your bread and butter combos, right? This is the stuff that when you get kind of fucked up in a fight or you're tired of shit or you're in the middle of a firefight or whatever, it's just going to come to you. It's just going to come to you, right? Don't think too much. Don't put too much emphasis on it. This is just a warm-up, but get in the habit of doing that. Work an entry. Use your angles and shit during the entry. Like, I'd rather your entry be better and then the combo just be really, like, smooth and efficient. And then the entrance to the takedown. It could be any entrance. You can, like, grab a single, you can go for a double, you can even like get in on a body lock, like you're gonna do a trip or something. Just don't finish the takedown. Bread and butter. Got it? Yeah. Alright, let's go. 3 minutes here, and then we'll do some other shit too. Let's start with this. Position on the takedown entries. Head position. If you're grabbing a single or you're grabbing it either way, you want the head lazy. Your head is trying to get it in no matter what. Head is like bigger than our ass. Bigger than that. Bigger than that. Goes to the thing, right? That's where he gets at right here. Now he's suspended. What can I switch to? Single leg if I want to. I mean, there's a lot that I can switch to, but I'm going to switch to single now. Okay? This is the first one I switched to. Right? If you want to keep going from there, like, just you and your partner are working, like, the keeper, like, pull his leg out, or whatever, he kind of squares his hips up, and then I want to switch to a high cross or something, or you can just use that, come up to a body lock, whatever. That's fine. You can make it as long as you want. But the point is, they're going to kind of defend your first attempt. You've got to chain the next attempt to it, okay? Or here, going to the single, Keith breaks out, he pulls his leg out, boom, 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 boom. Just go right into another combo. Okay? Make it make sense though. Don't like get stuck and then try to do a fucking jump knee, Ronnie. Yeah. Or some spinning shit, Steve and Ronnie. Alright? Make it make sense. So you're getting the first entrance, I still don't want you finishing them, but first entrance is defended, enter on the second one. Remember, your re-entrance needs to be stronger than your first one. That's how we change speed on takedowns. If you can change speed, or you can change speed on like off the feint, it's the same thing. If you can change speed on a takedown or feint, you'll have a lot better success. Okay? Because you just hit them at whatever speed, and then they defended at that same speed, and you can ramp up your speed into a switch, you're going to get it 9 times out of 10, right? So, get defended, then either chain to something else, or get defended, break off, and fire. Got it? Alright, let's go. Manage the distance too, that's important. If you're in close, and you break off the fire, think about close attacks. Hooks, uppercuts, knees, elbows, don't actually touch with the elbow. Okay? Works back away, so. You kind of have gotten yourself into a little bit of a flow. Kind of maybe seeing what works for you. Let's go. Remember this, guys. If you got a guy that's moving a lot, okay? If that's moving, and I just feel like, fuck man, he's moving left and right. I don't really know. I just can't really hit him because I'm just chasing him. When you're chasing them, sometimes your guard's coming out, you're just like walking in, you're getting hit on the way, or you just can't even really get them to engage. You gotta close the distance, obviously, smart. Like, you can't just be crossing our feet, running at them. You gotta stay tactical and keep your guard up, but think about this. If you keep it close enough, whichever way they're moving, you can cut them off with something big on that side that's big enough that they also have to defend. What? A body kick, right? You can use leg kicks for sure too, but the only thing is guys can, of course, leg kicks over time. You know, if you've got really, really good leg kicks, sometimes it might take 2 or 3, but if you're more of like a speed kicker or you just don't have that much power in your kicks, it might take like a whole round or 2 rounds of kicking the shit out of their legs to get them to stop moving laterally, stop moving a lot. But a body kick can just give you enough opening right then that they have to block it. Because if you can eat a leg kick as hard as you fucking can, like it might suck like a motherfucker. Like it genuinely might suck. You might be like, oh fuck, and you're gonna be like this, but there's not any vital organs there. There's no vital organs in your fucking leg. It's just muscle and bones. It's gonna hurt, right? But if you take a liver shot, like a liver kick completely clean, guess what? That's the end of the fucking fight. That's broken ribs, you're done. Like, rib goes through the lung, you're fucked. Rib or liver gets pounded, that's it. Bam. Right? Even on this side, spleen, fuck. So you gotta think, like, the guy's got to protect his vital organs against your biggest, strongest weapon that you can throw. So, you cut them off, cut to one side, throw a body kick. Now, I would suggest maybe trying to throw a couple of them on their own to see how he's defending them, and then that's going to open you up to actually using like setups for your combination, but that can also set up your takedowns, right? So, and this is also too, like, this is how you use strikes to set up your takedowns. Number one, if you are a wrestler, but number two, if you're not a wrestler, right? Like, look at someone like me, I'm not a wrestler at all. But I have a high takedown percentage when I do them, only because of the fact that I set them up in a really smart way. You're never gonna see me shooting a blast double in the middle of the fucking in the middle of the cage. So I'm not gonna do it. Because guess what? If I don't get it, I ain't got the cardio to keep fucking going. I'm tired. I'm trying to get efficient takedowns. Efficient, low energy. Jaleel will blast over your ass across the cage for 5 rounds fucking straight. Good ass wrestler, he can do that. Kevin's the same way. Kevin he can start in the middle of the cage, get you up against the cage, and just take you down all fucking night long. That is not me. I would rather try once and get it once. Okay? So this is just how you can have some smarter entries. Or if you're a wrestler but your striking isn't as good as the guy, you got a guy that's really good with movement and shit, you're like, man, I can't even get close enough to take him down. This is how you can do it. Right? So anyway, let's say he's kind of moving everywhere and I keep trying to come in and I just can't really get on him, right? Kind of pick which way he's going. So what I can do is I can start maybe this way. Right? He's been going the opposite way that I'm trying to go, right? So if I start this way and Keith goes this way, and I'm coming back on that side of the kick, you just can't take yourself so out of range that now it's like I can't even throw that at all, right? It's like a feint step. So I go this way, 2 circles, still trying to cut him off, he's moving, right? Feint step, cut back with a hard body. Obviously you're using your frames. You're pulling your front hand the whole time too. Non-stop with the front hand. Because this is giving you something to think about the entire time that you're circling and moving. So I can't just be like waiting to kick. You gotta be busy with the front hand and also on your feet with your head movement in case he does throw something. Okay? He has to block that. Because if he doesn't, it's gonna saw him in half. Right? The body kick is the entry for the strike or the takedown. We're going to do 2 of them in a row. We're going to do 2 of them in a row. I only want you working your lead side. So you're going to move your partner. Use like a big little space. Like take up your area, but stay in your fucking area. I don't want y'all running into each other. Alright? Count how many keep this going. We're moving. creative. Throw whatever you want to throw. But remember, if you need something to kind of like use, mix it up something like that. Okay? Or you can always come down the same side. If this is drills some shots right down the pipe. Next one, if you're going for the takedown, here, moving, you can move more, because that's the point of what you're supposed to do. Get the front hand, same step. Got it. Get him to block, throw a shot up top, because he's going to block and then go, oh fuck, now the shot's coming, now his hands are up. He's not moving, and his hands are up here. These are open. Got it? Alright, you got two of them. One, follow the kick up with strikes. Second one, the kick, one shot, level change. Got it? Don't even finish the takedown, skip the end. Let's go. Do like Bobby's have to, right? But again, this is that rules that I make for myself because I'm not a wrestler. Again, Kevin can do this completely ass backwards and still get a fucking takedown. Right? But let's try to be as smart as we can about it and stick to the rule book, right? Stick to the textbook. So if I'm just out here off the cliff, right, I can throw a high kick, bring it back, and then shoot. What I like to do personally is throw a high kick, a check left hook, and that's my entry right there. That's what I like to do. I'm going high kick, left hook, shoot. Or if they're kind of far, they're a little bit far, like they backed up when I kick, shoot at your ass and then I'm in. Because it comes in like this. It's where that kicking your back heel off the ground comes into play. I throw the rear, get it back, the heel will never touch it. And then I'm shooting in off the jab, same way. I'm this far away, I'm cheat step in, heel will never touch it. And then that's it. It's just like being loaded up the whole time. Bam, 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 straight to him. Okay? But if we're in and he's moving a lot, he's going to this side, it doesn't do me any justice to bring this all the way back. Because now I'm even further from it. This is where shifting with your kicks comes into play. So he might be throwing or moving all over the place, right? You can't get a beat on him. He's just fucking moving. Keith's not so good at moving. I should have used Ronnie, but it's alright. Okay? Step, he feints, and I'm putting it down right here. That's like the beginning of your penetration step right there. And then you're just shooting in. I don't shoot doubles from my opposite stance, so I'm just grabbing a single right there. Or I'm going to a clinch entry to a body lock. But you guys are going to be different. Some of y'all are going to like, you know, I think, do you like shooting from the southpaw with your leg forward? Yeah. I mean, I'm just not comfortable doing it. I know some of you guys are. I just never trained it that way. But, so again, that's your entry. I still want you to do two, though. You can do one. Your first one can be bring it to the back and just strike. Or you can go ahead and shift and then strike from southpaw. That's fine, too. That's going to be a little bit distance. If you were really able to close the distance while he was moving, you really got him tight, then maybe you can stay here and just fire. But if he's still moving all over the place and you're a little bit further away, then you are going to have to shift so you can stay in range to be able to fire, right? Because the whole point of kicking the fuck out of them is so they'll stop moving because they have to block it. They got to block it, right? So, second one, moving, throw, and then use that as your entry to the takedown. Got it? Personally, again, throw, even if I'm shifting, throw the hard body kick, shot up top, and then go. The body kick stops him. The hand coming up goes, oh shit. The hand comes up and opens this. Don't neglect that one shot up top. Because if their hands are here, it's going to be easy for them to get stuck. But if their hands go here and then come back up, now we're good. Because now they're stagnant. A lot of times guys block body kicks and they get square. That's even better. If he squares up, his hands drop, and then comes back. If he's got his high hands coming right back up, with square hips, and you don't take them down, you're off the fucking field. Pretty much. Alright? Back leg this time. Alright? Back leg. like what happens, what to do when you get your kick off, right? Or even like catching a kick and shit like that. Like we'll go over some of that stuff a little bit later, maybe next week. But let's if you're staying for MMA, we're gonna start immediately at 8 o'clock with our big gloves on. Like all we're gonna do is take our shin guards off and just start immediately at 8. So we're not gonna go up there and roll with shit. So we're doing MMA. Just fucking at 8, we're taking our shin guards off. Let's go over. What did I want to do next? I want to do some weight stuff. So we'll do something. Yeah, we'll do that. Might even have y'all take y'all's gloves off of that just so it gets Velcro. Y'all are gonna rash up and fucked up. I know pussy here. Okay. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You do not want Velcro rash all over your face. Just no reason. It's going around. It's going. Alright, we'll finish up on this. So, another one too is like, you guys can just use a big constraint to open something up, right? So let's say that I'm here and I'm throwing and I land a big body, okay? And I go again and I land a big body, right? Going, boom, and then I fake that. He goes to block, okay? You have the opportunity right there to open up a strike. You've done that a million times before. Done that a million times. Making a switch kick, throwing like a 3-piece combo after, but when they react hard like that, that's another time to initiate a technique. Okay? And the same thing with the rear leg. I'm gonna be here. And this big leg kick, right? Big leg kick. Fake pump. Fake leg kick, hard fake pump. Left hook, drop it down. The reason I like to shoot off of the left hook, he's standing southpaw too, is because the point of my left hook isn't even necessarily to kick him and drop him, it's to put his weight into his front leg. His weight is in his front leg, it's not going to be so fast to pull it out. And if I'm trying to kick, it's not so fast to pick it up and catch it. But if it's heavy in there, boom. Right? It's hard for him to get that leg. He may have a good stuff, but if you keep it deep enough, you'll be fine. And I'll show you right after we do this one. I'll show you like it's not a trick takedown, but it's a sneaky way to get a really good takedown. We'll do that right after this. Let's work on this one first. I want you to do both sides just like I showed you, alright? Kind of just throw like a few punches. Body kick. Body kick. One piece at the body, not up on the arm. Maybe right here. So if you're the guy blocking, don't be something really good, your elbow hanging out like this. Tuck the motherfucker in. Like this right here. There should not be a gap like this. If you're supposed to go underneath it, you are just be like, damn! And then you're supposed to be already put them up. Alright, again, here, switch fake, row, center on your face. Got it? The other side, same thing, set up the low kick. Set up the low kick. Fake. Got it? But I got it. Do it now. Short time, we're going 3 minute round. Right through the arm. Not even trying to hit the deep head ball. Not even trying to touch him, not even trying to hit his chest, not trying to get near him. I just want you to focus on the speed. Touch the guard, feint, and then one fast and keep going. Right down the fucking top. Loose arms, like boom, boom, boom. You're just sitting there as quick as you can. Okay? Then we do it again. Touch, feint, like shit on the two. Bring your stance with you. Okay, here. Now, throwing this. Like an overhand. Big overhand. But I'm crowding right in for a body lock. Takedown of choice. Personally, I like the trip. I take my hands, I throw them to this hip. In my left. Why? Because it's efficient. It's not flashy. But I like it. It works. If I feel like I can't get it, I'll go back inside, high crotch dump. Okay. Again. Touch, main. Touch, main. 1, 2, over. Body lock. Then rip. More time. Touch, main. Touch, main. Always wanted that overhand. Yeah, if you landed, fuck it. But go here. Remember the 2 becomes the 1. Look how tight that is. Not just this is your shield. Stay tough in case he throws anything. Here. If I throw this and land it, hell yeah. It's not the point. The point is to keep both his arms up high and keep him braced where I can crash into his hips. Crash. Got it? Alright. Let's see it. Make it happen, make it work. Make it happen. That's what's gonna make this tight as fuck. If you get in this tight on him, even if he's fighting my hands, I'm in this tight. The minute that someone gets in that tight of your hips, you fight it all day long, you know you're fucked. You know you're going for a run. You're like, shit! You know you're right. Just tighten it up. Around their leg, guys. You're pivoting your hips around their leg. Now that's the overhand. You good? Yeah. Oh yeah. Remember guys, if you find yourself crashing really, really tight and really hard and you're running out of space, that overhand can easily turn into an elbow as you're crashing. Go to what we were saying, but some of y'all were just fucking this one thing up a little bit, and it's okay. Look here, touch, bang, speed change on 1, 2, touch, bang. Step through at the same time. Make sure your hip is coming through right? Look how much space I have now. He's gonna back up a little bit. He's going. If your partner was doing justice, they should have been taking a back step a little. Because that's what's gonna happen. Then you can throw this step. Come in. Now, if he doesn't back up, right? This can easily, like if we're getting like a situation like this, we're really close. This can easily just be an elbow crash. Okay. All right, so let's go to our next one, and then from this one we will go right into what we're doing. So be here, touch, feint, drop, 2, 3. Okay. Touch, feint, drop 2, warrior 3. And your second one, I want you to drop a jab to the body, come with an overhand. You're going to shift on the overhand. Leg wrap the front leg. First one, don't even throw the overhand. Touch, feint, drop the 2, 3. Touch, feint, 2, 3. Drop your jab, and step in with your leg, wrap around his head. Got it? Yep. The outside leg comes with the hip. Same way. So notice when we did the step in on the 2, notice where my foot went. Just like the punch. Straight. But with this one, it's going to come just like the punch. It's going to come around a little bit. Okay, touch, feint, drop 2, 3. Touch, feint, drop 2, 3. Touch and jab the body. You can have a little bit of a second there. Like put a jab out, make sure you're not throwing anything. Just kind of feel. Touch. You don't have to like get super low. Throw over. Tight. Get a tight overhand. Bring the leg with you. One more time. The setup combo itself can change. Like you can interchange this a lot. I throw this a lot of. I use this takedown a lot of different ways. But sometimes the setup, like a good setup, gives you better chances of getting it right. Like of actually like scoring the takedown. Because if I'm just on the outside, I'm like, and I just keep trying to do that and do it, he's gonna like back the fuck out. The setup is what helps it work. Touch, feint, drop 2, 3. Touch, feint, 3. Yeah, over. Leg wrap. Got it? All right, let's try it. Here we go.